Something terrible has happened. It's Betty. She's dead. Are you okay?
I'm fine. In this community, it's been a big shock. We were friends.
Swinging an axe 41 times. That ain't easy.
Hey, Pablo, good to see you again.
Nice to see you, Jeff. How are you?
I'm doing great. And Timothy, thanks for joining us today for Candy.
Oh, my pleasure.
Oh man, I'm a few episodes in and I made sure my doors were locked because this was a shocking story. You know, Pablo, America.
Looking at your wife a little differently these days?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's like, I love you, honey. America is obsessed, Pablo, with true crime stories lately. And here we have a brutal tale of Candy Montgomery. Did you ever hear of this story before?
I had not. It was my first exposure to it. You know, I learned about it through the scripts and through research for it, but immediately obviously became aware of kind of the national importance of it at the time. But I guess I was a little young at the time and living in the wrong country to hear about it. So.
And Timothy, you play Pat Candy's husband, hardworking and church-going man, comes from a small knit community. This tragedy really rocked the town, didn't it?
It did. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I think that's one of the things about the story is that I don't think anybody in that community ever expected that anything like that would happen. And like reading about how the community responded, a place that people never would have locked their doors were then afraid that a drifter was going to walk through town and murder everyone in the town. Like it really shook up the community.
And Pablo, Allen has a new baby to the family, which just much put all that pressure on his wife, didn't it?
It did, and he's not. He's pretty familiar with pressure from the wife. So he feels things drifting back into a place that he knows and that didn't go so well the first time. And so yeah, the news of the new baby addition is definitely one of the engines that gets things moving in terms of our story.
I love how it's a time with no internet, no cell phones, because your character kept calling her and the phone ringing and her dialing the phone. It brought back childhood memories for me, you know, growing up in the 70s as a little kid. And, you know, Timothy, you did a great Darth Vader impression, by the way, too.
Oh, thank you. I actually intentionally didn't work on it because I thought if it was good, then great. But if it was bad, it would just be a bad dad joke of an impression. You know what I mean? So I'm glad that it worked.
It was good.
It was good?
Yeah.
And also, Pablo, I love that you drove that little small truck that Alan drives. How did you even fit inside that thing?
You know, I looked at it when they brought it to set and I thought, there's no way. There's just no way I'm going to fit in this truck. I thought, what an interesting sight gag, but you know, come on, let's be realistic here. I have to drive it. But surprisingly, there was actually quite a lot of room inside that thing. It was very low to the ground, so getting into it was a challenge. But once I was in there was plenty of room and everything worked just fine.
Well, gentlemen, congratulations on Candy, a limited series streaming on Hulu. Thank you for joining me today. Let's talk again soon.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.